Hello, my name is John Bannon. I'm an attorney and philosopher. In today's video, I'm going to address one argument that explains the absurdity of cause and effect. Now, when we talk about cause and effect, we can imagine a causal chain. Essentially, A at t0 time causes an effect B at time one, and B in turn is the cause of effect C at time two. So that's your causal chain. Cause, effect. The effect itself is a cause of the next effect, and this occurs in moving time. Now, in our understanding of cause and effect, we assume that A transforms into the effect B, and that the effect B in turn transforms into the next effect C. This is a lot like a movie film. So A would be an earlier frame in the reel as you're watching the movie in time. B would be the next frame, and C would be the subsequent frame. So each prior frame is a cause of the next frame. And life, our experience, is like a movie in moving time. So just like watching a movie, the causes, the previous frames in the movie film, have to disappear from being projected on the screen for the next frame to appear. And that's like our understanding of cause and effect, that the cause that was now disappears and transforms into the effect, and that effect in turn disappears and turns into the next effect. And that is our sense of moving time or a flow of time. But that understanding requires that the previous causes disappear from existence as they are transformed into the effect. So, the absurdity of cause and effect is that in order to believe in cause and effect, you literally have to believe that the universe itself, the entire universe, is continuously blinking in and out of existence in order to create new effects based on prior causes. So the universe would blink the effect into existence. Then that effect would be blinked out of existence and transformed into the next effect, which blinks into existence. So the absurdity of cause and effect is you literally have to believe that the entire universe is continuously blinking out and into existence, um, God knows how many times per second, a ridiculous number of times per second. So that notion is absurd. I mean, do you really think the universe is blinking in and out of existence a ridiculous number of times every second so that cause and effect can be real? Or do you think it's more likely that cause and effect is simply an illusion caused by your consciousness? So, um, if cause and effect were actually real, then cause A would have to transform into effect B, and that would be a morphing of A into B. So A would have to be in essentially continuous contact with B, which means A has to morph into B in order for you to have a continuous cause and effect. But science has proven that Morphing doesn't happen between A and B. Rather, A is a discrete state and B is a discrete state. So you don't have a continuous transformation from A to B or a morphing of A to B. Rather, it's discrete series. You have a discrete and then you have a discrete B. Now you can read about this yourself. It's in this recent article called Imaging Collective Quantum Fluctuations of the Structure of Complex Molecules. You can find that in Science, volume 389, issue 6760, pages 650 to 654, August 7th, 2025. So it's not a continuous transformation of a cause into an effect. They're discrete. The cause would be discrete. The effect would be discrete. So there's no continuous contact or morphing or transformation. So you're literally talking about a blinking in and out of existence of A and B and C. So A blinks into existence, blinks out of existence, is replaced by B, which blinks into existence. B blinks out of existence, and C is blinked into existence as its replacement. So you're literally talking about a blinking in and out of existence of the entire universe. This idea is also known as occasionalism. So it has philosophical foundations as one of the beliefs for how cause and effect operates. However, cause and effect, or this occasionalistic idea, also violates the laws of physics. So it can't be true. One of the foundational uh, best laws of physics that we have, best verified laws of physics that we have, are Albert Einstein's relativity, and specifically special relativity. Well, if the universe was this in this state of occasionalism, of this continuous blinking in and out of existence of causes and effects, then that would violate special relativity. And the reason is because different observers in different inertial frames of reference will see the same events, but at different times. So if you had, let's say, one observer who this blinking in and out of existence occurred simultaneously for them across the entire expanse of the universe, there would be another observer in a different inertial frame of reference who wouldn't see that simultaneous blinking in and out of existence. Instead, what they would see is a wave of blinking in and out of existence. And that creates an impermissible preferential frame of reference under relativity. The laws of physics have to be the same for all observers in all inertial frames of reference under special relativity. But in this case, you would have one observer who sees the blinking in and out of existence happen simultaneously for them across the universe. But you'd have another observer who wouldn't see a simultaneous blinking in and out of existence. Instead, they would see the blinking in and out of existence as a wave going across the universe. And because they see this wave going across the universe, it allows them to point to where the wave began. And that means a preferential frame of reference for wherever that wave began. So, cause and effect violates the laws of physics. It violates Einstein's special relativity. And it's an absurd thought to begin with to think that the entire universe is continuously blinking in and out of existence many, many, many times per second. So there you go. Cause and effect in physics is an illusion of our consciousness. It's an emergent property of our consciousness, but it is absolutely not real. Uh, Instead of cause and effect, what you're really seeing is a constant conjunction, and that makes you think that it's a cause and effect scenario when it's not. It's a constant conjunction of events in a predetermined static block universe without cause and effect in physics. In other words, a super deterministic universe. All right, I hope you learned something. I'll give you a second to read the board. All right, take care, everybody.